If you knew morning wood, then you know why I feel blue. Without morning, my morning wood. Oh, well, I love you, ooh, yes, I love you, morning wood. Morning wood, morning wood. Oh, how my heart yearns for you. Oh, morning, my morning wood. Oh, well, I love you, ooh, yes, I love you, morning wood.
Rise and shine. To you, Devils fans. And to the Devils fans that are just coming home from last night's celebration of the Devils beating the Panthers 3-1 last night, just coming home. Good night, sleep tight, and sleep happy. Because it's a happy Devils Friday. This is the Morning Woo. I'm your host, Sam Woo. Streaming live on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, X Live, and Twitch on the Let's Go Devils Network. Coming to you live from the Primetime Radio Studios inside the bunker in an undisclosed location, beautiful New Jersey. As it feels like a champion. I feel like a champion tonight. Everybody filing in onto YouTube Live right now, looking at NY Davey. Says, morning, Sam. Great all-around game last night. Played an entire 60 minutes against an excellent team and terrible referees as well. Let's see here. Mike Rossi, happy Devils Friday to you. Steve Tartaz as well. Dubs is like just woo! Let's beat McJesus on Saturday now. Let's get one of those win streaks we haven't seen in a few years. Would have been a hell of a way to start the season. Which, by the way, a lot of us were really concerned in the beginning of the year about the schedule. And it's a tough schedule. And how the Devils would fare, they're 3-1. Literally 3-1. And I talked about this with Scotty and Nick Villano last night on Devils After Dark, that Carolina game, I mean, they lost that game in the third period on that home opener. So, I think I'm like with you, the fans, which, by the way, I met so many people yesterday at the big stage. And I can't tell you how appreciative I am that many of you came up to me and expressed, that they love the Morning Woo. They love the Let's Go Devils podcast. It means a lot. It means a lot to me. It means a lot to the rest of the crew. We do this labor of love, and I'll continue to do it. I didn't realize I had such an impact on your morning commute. Several of you have told me, yeah, I listen to the Morning Woo when I'm going to work. And I'm like, really? There's people listening? And I'm glad. And it's such a good thing. Last night on the big stage, it was spectacular. It was amazing. And we were playing music. We had Arlette on for the Game Day Live. And we're going to do it all over again on Saturday, weather permitting. And if it's weather is permitting, and, there's only a handful of games that we could do this outside, but weather permitting, we'll be out there. So it's looking good tomorrow High is 65 degrees Fahrenheit. I actually got to get a conversion for Celsius for our Canadian listeners, or listeners outside of the United States. And the low of 42 on Saturday. Looks like it's going to be partly cloudy. Excellent weather to do Game Day Live. And it was an amazing night. I didn't get home till around 1 a.m. in the morning. Lots of comments coming in. But look, the Devils' defense, and you got to give credit to the new assistant coach, Brad Shaw. Devils' defense is looking better and better, and they're improving. And when I talked to Matt Freudenberger yesterday, again, I'm going to steal his line, Jonas Siegenthaler is shutting them down. Jonas Siegenthaler is a stopper. A stopper. Because you play better as a team when your defense is shutting the opposition down. It makes everything a lot easier. The penalty kill. Let me tell you, that penalty kill is the Devils' greatest weapon right now. Because if the Devils play well 5-on-5, which they have, and you can kill penalties, you've got a team that's going to go deep in the playoffs. Happy Devils Friday to you, Wimpy, saying Timo time has arrived. Well, he's giving me the fuel, and he's giving me the fire. And I love Timo Meier. It feels like March right now with the weather and Timo Meier scoring. He's not waiting to March to make his mark. Right now, he's got 3 goals on the season. Timo Meier's on fire right from the get-go. And I did talk about this, after last year's playoffs, which, again, Timo Meier then going to the World Championships. They went pretty far with Nico Hischier. Nico Hischier got injured in the end there. But that experience that they had on that international level, I think they were going to bring another level coming into this season. And both Nico Hischier and Timo Meier have. These are all great things to see. And this is against a Florida Panthers team, which has their injuries. It may be a little bit different team that Matthew Tkachuk's not playing. They're coming off from a second half of a back-to-back. It is the Devils' home opener, so there's a little bit more juice. But regardless, the Devils got the win. 3-1. Think about it. 3-1 after playing Carolina, after playing Tampa Bay Lightning, the Columbus Blue Jackets, and now the Florida Panthers. Saturday is going to be a big test. 3:30 p.m. Eastern start. We'll be on the big stage outside of American Whiskey across the street from Prudential Center next to Championship Plaza. Yeah, let me tell you my day yesterday, because it's opening day, bringing all the equipment, stuffed my Jeep with all this equipment. There was no room. I had to freaking drag that equipment to American Whiskey because they blocked off the street. They blocked off the street. I guess one of the vendors blocked off the street. There was a long line, and I had to... maybe you don't want to hear me bitch, but I had to go back and forth instead of just dropping it off in front of American Whiskey. Back and forth from the parking lot. But anyway, so Devils winning. It feels good. It feels great, as a matter of fact. The Rangers, if you want to look at it as a comparable, they got a point yesterday, a participation point. They have 5 points right now. They played more games than the New Jersey Devils. I think they have played 2 more games. 5 points. Devils have 6 solid points. None of this participation trophy crap. 6 solid points. Tells you how strong this team is. There's still a lot to go. Connor Brown is looking awesome. The bottom 6 is looking pretty good so far in this early season. Hopefully that keeps up. Jack Hughes finally getting that goal to start the season. But man, 3-1 victory. Jake the Snake Allen. This is why you have a 1A and 1B, folks. Jake Allen holding down the fort. The Snake has been great. Jake Allen signing that 5-year deal. It was an interesting deal, but let me tell you, Marty Brodeur and Jake Allen played or met up in St. Louis. I am glad Jake Allen is a New Jersey Devil. Markstrom, he can take his time getting back, but I'm sure he wants to get back sooner rather than later. But having a 1A and 1B, 2 veteran goaltenders, and the Devils have had some of their injuries early on in this season. I mean, we're averaging 1 injury per game. You're seeing the depth of this team. When we talked about depth, it's still business as usual with the New Jersey Devils. Some comments here. Steven Tardas says the Rangers have a new coach. They're playing good defense. They'll be tough in the second half with perhaps 2 or 3 players from Hartford. Yeah, I mean, you can't discount them, but right now we're just having a little fun. I mean, they got to learn how to score goals at home. Devils have 3 more than New York at this point. But defense, defense, defense. Goaltending, goaltending, goaltending. You held the Florida Panthers to 1 goal. You held Columbus to 2 goals, but that one in the end there, that's the one that Markstrom got hurt. That, you know. But yeah, great to see a big Devils victory last night. Fans coming in. I had just a spectacular time. I don't even know how I got up this morning. I got up by myself. Maybe because I'm fired up. Definitely fired up. So now you're 3-1. Sounds great. You're 3-1, 6 points. And the season's only a week long. Just 1 week. 1 week and you're 3-1. It's not going to get any easier. Not going to get easier. So you're going to play the Edmonton Oilers on Saturday, tomorrow. Pulling up the schedule right now. You've got... Hold on. I should be more organized before I do these morning woos. Now, like, all these on the app, all these, like, ads pop up. you got the Toronto Maple Leafs on Tuesday next week in Toronto. And then the second half of back-to-back, you got the Minnesota Wild at home. I guess the only trap game here is the San Jose Sharks on Friday, the 24th. And then we talked about this. And then you got the back-to-back, home and home with the Colorado Avalanche. Again, who does this NHL scheduling? But it's all good. Devils are 3-1 right now. But hopefully, we were aiming for getting out of October at 500. Now I'm getting a little greedy. I kind of want to be getting out of October with a great record. Getting these points early. It's important to get these points early for playoff positioning. The New Jersey Devils right now are the second best team in the Metropolitan Division, behind the Carolina Hurricanes. You got to give the Carolina Hurricanes some respect here. And I'm not looking at the standings right now. I don't even know what they are. But Carolina Hurricanes, they're a good team. But I think the Devils, and this is why we're having our 1 million party at American Whiskey on January 17th, when the Devils are going to be taking on the Carolina Hurricanes at home. We're going to need the building with so much energy that night, because you're fighting for their points. You're fighting for that playoff positioning. You're fighting for the Metropolitan Division. This team has a lot of fight to it. It's got a lot of bite to it. You could roll 4 lines against any team in the NHL with this lineup. Defensively, looking so much better. But a lot of improvements need to be made. But, man, I enjoy penalty kills. It's like, oh, we're down a man, we're down 2. No problem. We'll get to work. Wimpy says, need to keep up with Carolina. Best way to get past Carolina is past them in the standings. I think he means beating Carolina. And they're a very well-coached team, Carolina Hurricanes. Also, another team, again, I think is going to creep up, is the Pittsburgh Penguins. I think they will. Beware of the Penguins. That old commercial. Bud Light commercial, if you remember. NY Davies says, say it. Fitzy did a good job assembling the roster. Yeah, a lot of us, I think it had a lot to do with the Luke Hughes situation at Palat. Everybody wants Palat to be moved, but I think really let this team gel and grow organically. Let them do their thing. Timo Meyer scoring. Connor Brown is looking good with his line. Gritzik is a wonderful surprise. Would love to see him win the Calder. I know it's early. I know we're 4 games in. But yeah. New Jersey Devils. Now 3-1. Alrighty, well, I remembered. I got my mug. What does the mug say? I'm holding the cup to the screen, and it says, buy someone you love a Coke. A crummy commercial? Anyway, I got my highly caffeinated beverage in front of me. I finally remembered. Because today, for all those that tell me about your commute, today is your day. It's a Friday.
If you knew.
Huh. I can't hear the morning woo in my ear, but I'm assuming it's playing. But tell your coworkers who the real NHL team. They beat the back-to-back Stanley Cup champions last night, the New Jersey Devils. It's a great day to go to work. It's Friday. It's day before Saturday, where you're not to go to work, or at least for most people. It's wonderful to go to work with your head up high. That fellow Ranger fan, or that fellow coworker that's a Rangers fan, tell him we didn't get one measly point last night. We got 2 solid points. Anyway, the ceremonial sip. Woo! Till next time, let's go Devils.
Well, I love you, I want you, morning wood. More